105.1 WYYY, 3 minutes with time. Chancellor James Schmidt is with us here from UW-Eau Claire. Chancellor, how are you?
I'm terrific.
It is always good to see you. School's back open. So
School's open. The place has come back to life. The energy's great.
Yeah, and energy is a key thing we're going to talk about, because we're going to talk about a Feed My People program called Hunger Bites. Many of us around the community have been joining up with this, including Chancellor Schmidt, myself, which we realize the importance of food, fuel, energy. You mentioned energy right there. If you're hungry, pretty hard to study, isn't it?
It's hard to study. It's hard to do many things.
Yeah, it's hard to be a leader when your stomach is growling, for instance, and it's hard to grow. And the other aspect, and I think you could talk a little bit to that, is as we find various struggles with hunger and where our food's going to come from, some of the students that are going to UW-Eau Claire, who knows, may hold the future ingredients to solving some of our hunger issues.
Well, many of the great discoveries happens at universities, and by the experiences that our students have and what they see in society. We talk to a lot of students, and they've selected their major based on what they've personally encountered either in their life or the lives of the people around them. And that really drives them on to not only get their degree, but improve the world. And universities have always been a part of that mission.
I had an interesting upbringing in that my father was a produce manager, so I never was without fresh fruit. We always had fresh fruit. And so when I would bring an apple or I'd bring a banana or an orange or anything to lunch, I always took it for granted because I've got, 20 more at home of these. Good grief. And sometimes I'd bring them in for some of the other kids because that was one of the things we had. It's amazing the number of kids that go without things as basic as fresh fruit and milk and those sorts of things.
And we don't realize that it's happening right here in Eau Claire. I just met with the homeless coordinator for the school district, and a number of families are homeless. And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of our college students at UW-EC are actually homeless. They're living in cars, they're living on the streets. They're sacrificing so much because they want to improve their life. I think a lot of people can get pretty judgmental. Well, everybody, food's available. They just don't understand that people slip into these situations. I found out from the school district that many of the people who are homeless for less than a year. There's a big medical bill that happens. A parent gets laid off. Something happens, and their own safety net isn't sufficient. And so they do need to reach out to the rest of us, and it's our obligation to help them back up. At UW-Eau Claire, we have Campus Harvest, which is our own food pantry. We work in coordination with Feed My People. We're partnering organizations. We have 190 students who are registered users of the program. Now, we get about 20 visits a week. 20 different students a week. So it's not like it's all of them, and then the 190 don't come every week. They're doing what they can to keep body and soul together, but Campus Harvest and Feed My People is that necessary safety net for the most basic of human needs, and that is fuel, the ability to get some nourishment so that we can actually be active participants in the community.
Hunger Bites, and we're going to try to change all that along with Feed My People. Chancellor, we do this on every one of these segments about Hunger Bites. Let's take a big bite of the apple right now. I always like to point out separate apples, too. People sometimes think there's, I don't know, it's just a weird thing.